right, folks, welcome to the first episode of Campus Life Now. We have a really exciting one to kick us off here. TEDx UTSC is back for another iteration. It's 9 years counting, I think you said earlier today, or earlier when we were talking. So that's incredible. This Saturday, make sure to show up. I'm here with two of the organizers. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Soumya, and I'm really looking forward to seeing most of you all at our conference.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Same as Soumya. I'm a fourth year student right now at UTSC, currently studying BBA, and I'm actually the co-lead of Speaker Relations at TEDxUofTScarborough. So I'm not really the co-organizer, unlike Soumya. Have to give props to Jasmine, who unfortunately isn't here right now. But looking forward to this podcast, Sean.
Awesome. I'm sure everyone has seen a TEDx video pop up on their feed at some point and a deep dived into some obscure topic at 2 a.m. But why don't you explain anyways what TEDx is?
Yeah, so TEDx is actually this huge organization that most of us have actually grown up watching. Like you said, whether it's your favorite scientist or like entrepreneur, whether it's Elon Musk or anyone famous, you'll see them on the TEDx YouTube channel and hear them talk about topics that they're passionate about. So TEDx pretty much is about people providing a platform to people to get on stage and share their ideas with the masses. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would say that as well. In terms of TEDx, it's really just a catalyst in terms of just bringing learning to a lot of individuals who don't have access to it. I would say like currently with the current, innovation and technology development right now in our world, TEDx videos are everywhere right now. You go to YouTube, you put just 3 letters on there, you put TED, it automatically gives you a list of videos that you want to be able to be interested in. I remember like one of the most interesting videos I had was the power of sleep, something along those lines. And something just these small words that the subject is just something that just captures your attention and just wants you to watch that whole 18 to 20 minute video there and learn something more about things that you don't really know about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's those weird titles that always catch your attention. So, we always tell our speakers over here as well to keep your titles to be very interesting because that's the key of getting more audience to watch.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a great transition into my next question is how many applications have you guys gone through? How many people are expected to speak this upcoming Saturday? And what are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, so how we basically get speakers is through 2 mediums. So we open external applications. So anyone, whether you're a high school student, a university student, a business owner, or if you're just passionate about something and you want to share it, you're more than welcome to apply through our external applications that we usually open around September, October every year. And then we also kind of directly reach out to specific people who we see have made a significant impact in our community and think that they might be able to add a lot of value to the student body here at Scarborough, as well as just the audience. So we directly reach out to them and invite them to be our speakers too. I think this year we heard about we saw about 60, 70 applications, auditioned about 25, 30 of them, and selected the best 10, which we're really excited to portray on 8th.
So, Luis, why don't you tell me what you're most looking forward to on Saturday?
Most definitely the speakers. As mentioned a while ago, I'm one of the lead speaker relations. So just to give you a little bit of context, Sean, the speaker relations team within TEDxUofTScarborough is the one that acquires these sort of speakers, whether it's external, whether they're students. We're the ones who actually get their commitment to speak, and then train them in terms of their speech. So it's within our scope, it's more about what their script is, make sure they follow the TEDx guidelines, their presentations as well, even the small slides. We go through every single one of them because
every single detail.
Exactly. You'd be surprised how detailed.
For sure.
The amount of guidelines that TEDx requires the slides to be of quality, it's insane. It's insane. But to answer your question in terms of what I'm really excited most about, it's definitely 2 speakers. I'm a little bit biased just because, as mentioned, each person on our team is actually guiding one person, 1 or 2 people.
Okay, interesting.
So within my team, I'm one of the co-leads. I have another co-lead named Narayan, who unfortunately isn't here as well. But within our team, we have 6 speaker managers. So each one of our speaker managers is directly handling a speaker in terms of their needs, their questions, and everything. So I'm really biased towards my 2 speakers who I'm going to give a shout out. It's going to be Dr. Tanya Harrison and Michelle Agbim. Michelle Agbim is actually a student in UTSC. She's currently a third-year student, I believe, in public policy. So their talk is going to be about the virtue of shamelessness for Michelle. And the second one is going to be more than Martians. So that I think is going to be a very interesting topic by Dr. Tanya Harrison. So those are honestly two things I'm looking forward to the most.
Mars is definitely a hot topic these
Oh,
days.
yeah.
So I think a
Especially
lot of
with
people
Elon,
will be
especially with
Yeah,
Elon
yeah,
and
yeah.
SpaceX and
Yeah.
everything.
Of course.
Yeah, a lot of Elon followers are definitely gonna have a good conversation or good
Yeah.
insights in terms of Tanya's talk.
And for yourself?
I'm also equally excited about the Mars talk. Someone else, a student here at UTSC, again, Rachel Rowe, who is kind of talking about the integration of neuroscience and stress. And I think it's more so for those people in sciences who would like to hear about what actually goes on in your brain when you're stressed or in different situations. That's a talk to look out for as well.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised by the diversity of speakers that you have, students and professionals as well. Is that important to you folks to have a diverse range of speakers at the event?
Most definitely. At the end of the day, TEDxUFT Scarborough is a TEDx organization that's affiliated with the university. So we try as much as possible to be able to get certain speakers from the student body. We want them to be able to share their ideas as much as possible, not only just get individuals outside who are, perhaps professionals in their field like Dr.
Right.
Tanya Harrison, but also be able to have students get the voice and the inspiration to be able to do these TED Talks.
Sure.
As you mentioned, TED Talks are something that almost everyone has been able to watch ever since they were a kid. And I know a lot of people in their bucket list has always been to do a TED Talk. So being able to give them that opportunity to audition and perhaps one day be a TEDx speaker at TEDxUFT Scarborough is something that we really try to promote within our club.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the sound of my own voice as a podcast host, so maybe I should look into.
Also like to mention, we're also one of our speakers for the event is also Sam Ibrahim, and he's a great alumni for our university. Done so much for the Scarborough community in general. We're also hosting the event in the very new building, Sam Ibrahim building in the 360 Arrow Innovation Hall.
Nice.
So the venue is going to be great as well. This is probably the biggest event the venue will see ever since it was built. We're hoping to have the room filled with people. So it would be a great experience to be able to witness TEDx happening at such a larger than life venue as well. And hearing it from the man who had a major contribution in that building as well.
Yeah, that venue is beautiful. I'm very impressed by it. I think you should give a shout out to the students who are interested but missed out on their chance this year. What should they look out for? How can they reach you folks? And what is the process for applying? I know you mentioned before we started talking about, of course you can apply to be a speaker, but there's a whole background process that happens before the talks kick into place. So how do you apply both to be a speaker and to be part of your club?
Yeah. So Salva, you can take over the speaker part. I just talk about the team.
Sure.
So to put up a conference of this scale, you need a big team. We have various departments, whether you're good at marketing, creative, graphic design, or you're good at organizing events, more logistical things, production. So all of this. If you're good with all of that, or actually, if you're just passionate about TEDx in general, we will be hiring our next year's team a month after the conference is over. So sometime in March, the hiring for the new team would begin. And we are a massive team. We're a team of 25 people, including the chairs, the leads, the directors. And then we also get volunteers for the day of the conference if you run on a lower time commitment. So you can always choose to volunteer with us as well. But look out for applications starting March on our Instagram page and on our website. Those are the two mediums through which we usually hire. And
And for speakers?
Yeah, definitely for speakers, as mentioned from Soumya a while ago, we typically have these applications come out around September, October. if we're delayed, maybe late October, early November. But regardless, we will be having these applications out at the end of the year for 2026. Just to give like a small note as well, TEDx U of T Scarborough only has like one conference every year. So that's why we only recruit speakers during that timeline. But overall, what we try to find are two things. I would say more often than not is the actual content of the speech. What are you trying to give the audience? What are you trying to tell them? What are you trying to teach them? Something that is most important for us. And the second thing is the articulation skills. At the end of the day, you're going to be in front of 500 people perhaps. And not just that, that's going to be aired to millions of people around the world through the TEDx, the official TEDx YouTube page. So we need to have individuals who are capable of holding the stage, who are able to communicate their idea. I know as much as you're currently a podcast host. So you definitely need the right articulation skills to be able to communicate with the audience, to be able to deliver your message. So those are two major things that we have. But if you asked me between what do we prioritize the most, it definitely would be the content. We want to be able to have engaging ideas. We want to have innovative ideas, and we want to have those that actually connect to the audience. We, quite frankly, there were a couple of like generic topics that were interesting at first, but unfortunately, just because it's been said multiple times, it's not something that we try to promote within TEDx. Is the ones that really have that sort of personal touch, that personal story, some things that people are really passionate by, that we try to get, just because we know that this is something that the audience would really learn from and will be able to gain a lot of insights from. But yeah, more. Do you want to add anything to that aspect, Soumya?
Yeah, just wanted to kind of highlight the fact that I also said before that your talk titles is something that would bring reach and bring audience members to you. So like Salva said that majority of our team looks out for those interesting, not done too much kind of topics, so that we're able to provide something new and bring something new to the table as well.
Yeah, sweet. So give one more shout out to the time, the date, where it's at for your event.
Yeah, so this year's TEDx U of T Scarborough's Imagine 2025 conference is actually happening on the 8th of February, this coming Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're more than welcome to attend. Ticket sales are open. You can buy them through our website.
Awesome. And check out talks on Mars, on
Virtue of Shamelessness, Sam Ibrahim's talk.
On pseudo-feminism.
That's going to be
very
interesting. That's going to be an interesting one.
Very interesting topics.
Awesome. Okay.
I promise a non-boring day. Yeah, with good food.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That was Campus Life Now, hosted by Sean Goralnik and bringing you TEDx organizers at UTSC.
Good morning.